Once upon a time in the heart of the jungle lived a young lion named Leo. Now Leo wasn't like the other lions. While they loved roaring and running after prey, Leo's heart yearned for something more, something that made his paws tap and his tail swish in rhythm. You see, Leo wanted to be a dancer. Every night when the moon peeked through the tall trees and the jungle orchestra played their soft tunes, Leo would sneak out of his den. He'd leave the big cat family to go on his own little adventures where he'd dance under the stars. The other animals, from the graceful deer to the wise old turtle, would watch him twirl and leap, and they'd cheer with delight. They loved Leo's dances. He was so full of joy and passion that they couldn't help but adore him. But one night during his dance, a spotted hyena stumbled upon Leo. Now, hyenas are known to be quite cruel, and this one was no different. She cackled at the sight of a dancing lion and teased him mercilessly. "What a pathetic sight," she sneered. "A mighty lion turned into a sissy cat, all for some silly dance." Leo's ears drooped and his tail, which always swished in time with his dance, thumped slowly against the ground. He felt a hot sting of shame creep up his throat. Was he a sissy cat, as the hyena had said? The next morning, Leo sat by himself, watching the other lions play. Perhaps the hyena was right. Maybe he should stop dancing and instead practice his roar, learn to hunt, do more lion-like things. Just then, Mama Lion came to sit beside him. She nudged Leo's shoulder with her head and asked, "What's wrong, my little cub?" Leo explained about his dance and the hyena's cruel words. Mama Lion listened patiently, her green eyes filled with understanding. When Leo finished, she said, "My brave Leo, there's nothing wrong with wanting to dance. It takes courage to follow your dreams, especially when others laugh at you. Are you still going to dance tonight?" she asked, her voice filled with admiration rather than disappointment. That night, just as the first stars began to glimmer in the sky, Leo was back in his secret dance clearing. He danced with all his might, leaping and bounding under the moonlight. Suddenly, he heard a familiar cackle. It was the hyena. But this time, instead of laughing at him, she was clapping her paws together. Soon, other animals joined in, and before long, the entire jungle was filled with music and laughter. The hyena wasn't laughing at Leo anymore. In fact, she was dancing with him. The once cruel hyena had found joy in Leo's infectious enthusiasm. From that day on, Leo continued to dance, not just for the love of dance, but to spread joy throughout the jungle. And every night, the whole jungle came alive with music and laughter. All because a little lion had the courage to follow his dreams. The end. And now it's time for bed. If you enjoyed this story, please remember to like this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you can watch more of our videos. We've got lots more stories waiting for you. Until next time, sweet dreams.